Hey, hello all, welcome back, or if you're new to the show, welcome. I received from my newest dealer, Skillcar.eu. By the way, if you're in the Netherlands and you need models, or in Europe, highly recommended store. No prepay bullshit, just getting your models unplanned. So yeah, I got the new MiG RBT in, so the 25 RBT, nicely in the bag. Also something that I want to do for you guys, I want to show it together with the older generation model. So the RBT and the normal one, and then go over the details. What did they change and what has changed? I don't know yet. Mainly the nose part of the RBT is a bit more unique, but the rest of the tail part and the back should be quite similar. As for box art, they did an awesome job. The box is, I think, the standard one for all of them, but I'm not sure yet. I also pre-ordered all the other versions already. But we'll see, we'll dig into it, we'll open it up. It's probably styrofoam again, and we'll go over it. So let's dig into it. So let's first get the bag out of our way. The model itself, the box, it's a new style box. It has no longer the clip. It is right away openable, so that's really good. It's still completely sealed up. There is no more stand here, I think. Now the stand is here. So had they used the new style, but the stand is still the old school stand, so it's not the new style. I'm not sure yet. I'm probably gonna have to put it on a stand, but we'll see. And then of course they had the gigantic fuel tank. It's still center mast, just like the previous one. Probably also the same tank style still. Let me cut out a quick piece for cutting the box open. Alrighty, welcome back. So, the box, really well done again. Styrofoam with a nice little insert piece. Yeah, looking obviously, the back is still the same. It's probably, I know even from what part it starts to become different. It's literally the front piece. So, the RBT's difference is in this part. So let me get the old one. So, as you can see, it's still the same mold, same plane. Just the front that changed and a bit more of coloring differences. So I had a titanium style coloring, but it's mainly the nose that is really different. Once we put it on the wheels, I'll show you guys the complete difference parts. There is a standing pilot now with it, which is really cool. And the rest of the parts are all the same, I'm assuming. Yeah, so the wheel is still the same style, still the same assembly type, and nothing changed here. So that's really handy. Only thing now that they did was new was the drop bombs. So that's FAB bombs. The rest, not much has changed, I'm assuming. Let me put it on its back. My favorite way of working. I'm also gonna shoot a short film, of course. So, oh, this is cool. The details of the, I think it's the cameras. It's really well done. So let me show you guys. So there's even like a little eye inside. I'm not sure if that's on purpose, but really well done detail there. As for the antenna, it's the same weak story. So comparing bottom, so you guys can see, not much has changed. The mold is quite the same still, mainly biggest difference being here, and then of course some paint differences, but for us quite the same plane, which is not a bad thing. It's that's the RBT, it's not like it's a major different MiG. It's just a bit of a different style, let's say. Let's unpack. So it's a standing pilot and it has a sitting pilot, of course, from the pilot seat, which is super cool. Yeah, I'm gonna open the bags behind the camera. But let me show you guys all the parts that we're getting extra with it nowadays. Allez, come. Yep. So, still the same covers. The covers will also fit in the old generation's front cover. The pilot standing, really cool. Not sure if the white visor is 100% correct. But looks interesting. The suit itself is quite plain. But it's cool that you have now finally a figure for what the model. For that price, it's also welcomed, of course. Canopy, still the same style of opening. So the same, let me pull it off the old one if you want. But it's the same type still. So nothing changed there. As for the gas tank, as I mentioned, it's also still the same part. So they didn't make changes to that because it was always the same. Nothing changed there. We can put the closed cover on. Oh no, I'm gonna put it on the stand and this all doesn't work. So usually the fuel tank goes in like that. But also when you put in the fuel tank, the drop bombs in the center probably don't work neither. So yeah, let me have a quick peek at the stand because I need to understand what I'm doing. Let's see. It's still plastic and metal mix. It's always well packaged. I was looking forward to this plane for quite some time. And now finally that it's here, I'm happy that they finally listened to their customer. Because now we can also get the camouflaged version, number 4. Which is really, really, really nice. A bit of a different coating, but it looks still really decent made. These are always a pain in the butt to get in there. That is it. No, stand goes into the back still. I'm curious if all the bombs will fit, I hope. And then usually how you put this little plate in there. I usually put the plate already on the stand, so I don't have the alignment issues. So this is how that would look. As for covers, the covers are still the standard types. So nothing really changed there, which is good, because it was a good part. You don't have to change things that are already good, let's say. They click in super smooth always. I'm always a big fan of this. So then we can show you guys the one on flight mode and one in stand mode or stationary mode, as you would say. Front end also goes in usually super smooth. That's why I have the plug puller also, because it's literally that smooth that you cannot get it out anymore. Let's see the fat bombs, or FAB, or however you want to say. They're all packaged separately, so that's really nice. So they come off the belt as a game. Let's see. I cannot show them right away out of the bag in a sec. The FAB is still a very popular bomb nowadays, even in modern warfare. They still produce them. They do awful things, unfortunately, with them. But for the realism of the plane, it's really cool. But in real life, it's a horrible weapon, especially the winged ones nowadays. So a similar problem to what JC Wings has. So you cannot put on the back bombs on the plane when the stand is on it. So that's a bit of a downer in my eyes. So you would need to modify this if you want to get it fit. I'm not going to do that. So one bomb is lost now, which is a bit of a waste. And under the wings it has some bombs, and then the other ones are stabilizers, let's say. Not the most impressive weaponry. And also a shame you cannot put in the weaponry of the... Well, maybe, let me check. Maybe the weapons fit of the old one on the new one. That would be really cool. They do. So you can put old style weapons on the new style plane, and also vice versa. Let me check. You can also put FAB bombs. It doesn't work with a missile, of course, but you can also fit the new bombs on the old plane. So that's it's mixable. So that's really cool. So you could put missiles on it if you want to. It's not like you're stuck with the FAB 500s. Not completely, at least. But yeah, not bad. It's still the same good old quality that I'm used to from this brand. Now, unfortunately, you cannot use the fuel tank if you want to use FABs, because then it would be like this. So that's a bit of a downer. And then vice versa, if you want to put it on stand, only on wheels, all the bombs will fit. So yeah, I think they could have done something about this. If they would have shortened it a little bit, make it a bit more unrealistic, I think there would be some win there. Because it would fit around the stand maybe, just barely. No, don't know. It's just a humble opinion of my end. So how does it look with FABs under it? Let me put all the FABs under just to show you guys. So if you would have all the FABs installed, it would look like this. Which is quite cool for MiG to have drop bombs on them. I don't think that's something they did often. But yeah, that's how it would look. As for the wheels, it's literally the same as previous version, so not much changed there. Main change, as I mentioned, the front. So the canopy should also still be super easy. It is still super easy. And the Pilot made a quick big change. The old school Pilot had a black visor. This one has a full white. I think it's a paint issue, but maybe one of the guys in the comments can tell me that. So let's compare these fellas. So let me put the old school one. Let me put the missiles back on the old one. So this is actually the one of the original one. So this is Blanco. I have two of them. This was a scrapper. Yeah, you really don't believe it, but this literally was a scrap plane. It was sitting in a box of junk. And with some spare time and love, I made it back to a good plane again. So yeah, let's go over it. Let's see what has changed. So mainly just the nose. So would I say, would you buy it for that reason? Yeah, sure. I would buy it. I love it. I think it's a really awesome plane. And Hobby Master really did a good job. I hope that I can get it all closed up for you guys, so you guys can see. Let me put it back on scale 1. So paint-wise, really awesome. The decals are really cool. And it's the same old quality as you're used to. So the only thing that is happening now, of course, the lining here, you see it with the shade. The nose cone is a bit, let me get it sharp. Here the nose cone is laying into the frame. And on the other end, it's sticking out a little bit. So that's a small imperfection, but I would say not major. So you see it here really well. But that's just the part where the old fuselage is getting knocked off and then the new part is getting put on. Because there are not much differences between RBT and of course the old school one that they originally made. So there you have it, guys. I'm gonna shoot of course, a short for you guys, a small circle video, so in a short for those that don't like long videos from me. But I still want to thank you guys, as always, and I'm going to shoot a short for you. Thank you. So yeah, as you guys can see, the finished version on stand. Again, like I don't see a reason why you wouldn't buy it. It's something completely different again, the nose cone especially. And if you like Eastern European jets like myself, it's for sure a good choice. It's nicely made, well done again. And I want to thank you guys again for watching. Stay tuned and see you the next time.